Okay, so right off the bat, the first thing I wanted to show you guys and have you guys notice that how much further and tighter this really has to be for it to really start engaging. And it actually can even come out a little bit more before it's even really starting to pull on the clutch. The clutch travel is a lot further, and my levers have to be adjusted all the way out, pretty much 5 and 6 before, because if not, as soon as I keep it in one, it doesn't disengage the clutch, as you guys see, so it doesn't pull it out far enough. So it pretty much has to be out this far for it to disengage, for it not to go. It's a significantly a lot more clutch travel, and there's also a whole lot more bite. So as far as going and riding, it really, like, once it grips, it really grips now the way it should be from the factory. Overall, so far I like it. So let's play a little bit and see what this thing does. A little bit of chatter. But it definitely comes up a lot easier now. There's no question about that. It really pulls in. People saying with these you can clutch up second gear. Well, my bike has stock sprockets, so I can tell you this: it was never possible on any of the other ones that I've done. Woo! Yeah, you can. Woo! Almost came off there. So we're here back at the house, and I was able to show you guys a few wheelies and a little bit of fun of just me farting around, you know, after I put those heavy-duty springs in there from Sex Machine. I got that from SteadyGarage, as well as the Chimera billet pressure plate for the clutch. The cast one tends to break under heavy load, so you may want to upgrade that as well. You're in there, you got everything apart. It was an extra 25-30 bucks if I'm not mistaken, so to me it's a worthy upgrade than having a bunch of metal flying around inside of your engine that is not supposed to be there, because you're doing shit on it anyway that you're not supposed to be doing. But if we were riding it right, what's the fun in that, right? So just upgrading, you know, everything is inside of here. And I just want to conclude this video, you know, not on a long rant or anything. The bike is a night and day difference. The clutch travel, it is a lot longer, but as far as the bite and when the engine gets hot, you know, the clutch springs definitely tend to get weak, you know, due to the heat of the engine, the oil, and just, you know, as heat, you know, soaks into the springs, you know, they tend to weaken a little bit. And the stock GROM clutch is just like a sponge. The clutch plates and fibers themselves are not too bad, but as far as the pressure plate and the springs, they're just horrible. So if you're gonna do wheelies, you're gonna clutch up, you know, second gear, you know, stand on the back pegs and all that stuff, you know, definitely stuff that I enjoy doing all the time. It's definitely a well-needed upgrade. So I think with shipping and everything, it was like 80 bucks, and you can't go wrong. So it's definitely a worthy upgrade. The only last thing that I would definitely say is you're going to need a chain. I have not replaced mine yet. but I have tightened it, and I have tightened it actually twice, so I know it's significantly stretched, but not to the point where it's unsafe or anything like that. But we all know that the chain on the GROMs, they're just not ideal. So that'll probably be the next thing. But if you ride the bike like you got sense, or you don't want to do any of the wheelies, then none of these upgrades are necessarily needed. So, but if you are going to do wheelies and things like that, you know, they're definitely needed. And if there's anything else I'm missing out, you know, that somebody else has a GROM, somebody can comment below and let me know, that I'll take a peek in, and if there's something else I can do, I'll definitely make a video about it. But again, I hope that's been informative. If anyone out there has been looking to obtain those Sex Machine springs, I think they're 60% stiffer than stock. They are significantly stiffer, and they're definitely worth it. Don't go down the route of you know, shaving springs and buying like jigster springs and all that other bullshit. You know, get the springs that are definitely needed. So you guys will like them. They're definitely worth the money. Do it right and do it once. If a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. So if you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you here for another episode here on the Speedbug channel. And I'll put a link in the description of this video below of the 2 pieces that I ordered here from SteadyGarage, so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Deuces.